Yes people, how we doing? So, today's video, we're going to be lowering the Mark 5 and getting rid of that monster truck fitment. What is that? Also, don't mind the bar on it. I'm looking a bit homeless. I ain't had time for a trim. But yeah, let's get cracking. So I'm going to start off with the fronts first, work my way to the back, as the fronts are going to be the ones that are going to cause me hassle, if there is any hassle. So I'll start with them first, but it's just going to be a case of dropping them out and bolting the other ones in because they've already got top mounts on them, and yeah, I ain't got to swap about new top mounts and stuff like that, so it's just slot out, slot in. I'll make it sound easy. We're now actually on day 2. That corner ended up being a pig, so I stopped filming just to try and get it done. It is now on, thank the Lord. Now I just got to put a new drop link on it, obviously because I had to angle grind the other one. But yeah, it just wouldn't, I couldn't get the hub to separate from the shock. So that was giving me massive ag, and then it wouldn't all go back in, and yeah, I think I spent about 4 hours just on that one corner. So I just thought, you know, I'm going to stop thinking about the filming for a minute, and I'm just going to crack on. But yeah, day 2, let's crack on with the other front side now, which I really hope doesn't take as long, otherwise we're going to be into day 3, 4, 5 and 6. There we go. Just get all these lines disconnected. Get that 10mm bolt off. Can't lie, I thought that snapped to start with. Put that somewhere safe so I don't forget it. And then just gonna undo the 3 17mm nuts on the lower wishbone, just so it gives it a bit more swing to push down. And then yeah, attempt to split the hub for the shock on this one, which I really don't want to do. I hope this goes well. So we're now gonna try and get this pry bar in between the pinch and pray to God that this works better than what I did yesterday. Come on, you bastard. I'm sure it is moving. Or am I bugging? I'm just thinking that it's moving. I ended up getting that hub section completely split as far as I possibly could, but it actually ended up being seized together, so it was a massive ball ache. And even though you can now see it dropping down, this is probably after about 4 hours. Well, it's out, finally. Oh my days. What I'm going to do now is clean up the inside of the hub, just like sand it down a little bit, just to get rid of all the rust and the old dirt that's inside of it. And then I'll put a little bit of grease in there just to keep it a little bit lubricated, and hopefully it doesn't seize as bad as it has just done. But yeah, we'll get cracking with that. This has been the worst set of suspension I've done to like take apart, and never this bad. So I was going to use a Scotch pad, but I don't know where I put them, so next best thing. That's already a hell of a lot better. It's actually like smooth. So that's a lot cleaner in there now. Not as rusty and as many layers, so I'm going to put a little bit of grease in it and then try and get it all back together. Well, that is now the front, finally all back together after God knows how long. I suppose I better start with the rear. I don't know what the time is. I think it's like 4 o'clock. I started at like 12:30, 1:45 on this front corner. Yeah. Had a cheeky little visit from Toby and his lovely little Clio. Mate, I thought I was building a race car, not a static car. The camber on that. Jesus. That's mad. Well, with the front's now done, let's get on with the rears. So we're going to do exactly what we've done on the front, on the rear. We're going to spray down all these bolts, which are some WD and some like impact fluid stuff. I can't think of the word right now. But yeah, then we'll drop this lower arm. We'll get the spring out. We'll get the shock out. We'll get the top mount off, and we'll put it on the new one, or new second-hand one. And then, yeah, we'll get this all put together. Someone will probably have a go at me in the comments. But obviously I've taken the Bilstein shocks off, which are on the car. I think they're B4s. Don't quote me on that. And obviously I'm putting the AP Racing shocks on, purely for the fact of wanting to have the kit like complete. I'm sure someone will tell me that the Bilsteins are actually better, but I just wanted to make it a full kit. There's obviously a reason why they do it as a full kit, but someone will probably tell me that the Bilsteins are better, but we'll see. All put back up. I know I didn't film taking it off, but it's pretty simple. It's literally just them 2 bolts there. This bolt here, which is it's a 19mm bolt there with an 18mm nut on the other side. This bolt here is a 21, and them 2 there they're either 16s or 15s. I can't remember now, but yeah, that just drops down. Take the spring out, coilover bit at the top. Make sure you slot it into this rubber and have it locked in place, pushed up against the little ridge. But yeah, we'll get cracking with the other side now. Ping. Spring out. Oh, whoa, look at that. Turns out the spring was actually snapped. Jesus. And then just that 21mm nut on the back. So that's the driver's rear, now completely done and put back together. So yeah, let's get it dropped back down, see what she's looking like. Definitely safe to say that the rear was a hell of a lot easier than the front. Oh dear, let's see what she looks like. So the Mark 5 is now officially lowered. Turn the camera around and I will show you. Definitely looks a hell of a lot better. We've gone from like a 3 to 4 finger gap in the arches to a 2 finger gap in the arches. So it's made a difference. Let me flip the camera around. And there she is. She's lowered. Apart from them front ones, the job weren't too bad. But yeah, the coilovers definitely make a difference to the appearance of the car. I'm very happy with how it sits. So when it gets on 18s, it will look a little bit different, which is why it might not look as different, but it is set up for being on 18s. But say at the moment, the camber on the front is ridiculous. Ready to go for a drift day, apparently. There's the Golf, fully lowered. Get it tracked properly, get it properly set up, ready for track. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please do leave a like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments how you think this looks. Until the next video, I'll see you then.